Hello, Mahima here from Goasnow Academy. I hope you all are doing good. Today we will study chapter 12, Magnetic Effect of Electric Current. Previously we have studied about the electric current, how it flows, how it works on circuit, the different terms related to the electric current. But today in this chapter we are going to study the magnetic effect of an electric current. Okay, as I already told that we have learned the heating effect of electric current. What would be the other effects of electric current? Also, we know that electric current carrying the wire behaves a magnet. So let us move with the activity to reinforce it. Okay, how like what actually this magnetic word means in the current. So firstly, what you have to do is you just take the thick copper wire and place it in a point X and Y. Okay, just take a thick copper wire and just place it between X and the Y point in an electric circuit. Now the wire XY is kept in the perpendicular to the plane paper. Just take a one plain paper and keep this wire perpendicularly. Okay, like this. Now horizontally, place the small compass near to the copper wire. Here only you will have to place one compass. Okay. Now see the position of the needle. So the pass of the current through the circuit, inserting key into the plug. When you just pass the current, then you will observe the change in the position of the compass needle. So this is what it means. Like when you are flowing the current in a circuit, in that because of that current, there is magnetic effect in the compass as well. So this is what the magnetic effect of electric current means. From this activity, we have concluded it. Okay, like simple circuit diagram is there, magnetic wire is there, copper wire is there, and when this compass has been placed, when we are just simply flowing the current through the circuit, this compass will, or the position of the compass needle will change. So compass needle is deflected on the passing of electric current through the metallic conductor. Now we see that needle is deflected, right? What does it mean? It means the electric current through the copper wire has produced a magnetic effect. This means this only that when we are producing, or when the electric current is there through the copper wire, it is producing a magnetic effect, and thus we can say that electricity and a magnetism are linked to each other. Okay, electricity is flowing fine, but as magnetism is also working, so they are linked to each other. Then, when about the reverse possibility of an electric effect of a moving magnet, in this chapter we will study the magnetic field and a such electromagnetic effect. So here only, in this chapter only, we are going to study the magnetic effect and such of electromagnetic effects. Okay, and magnetic fields. Also, we shall also study the electromagnetic, which involve the magnetic effect of electric current. So let's move ahead. Magnetic effect, magnetic field and a magnetic lines. So we got to know that how the magnetic effect work, but what actually the magnetic field is and what are the field lines. So we are familiar with the compass needle. Okay, gets deflected when the brought near to the bar magnet. This is a compass needle deflected when we bring a bar magnet near to it. Then the compass needle is in fact a small bar magnet. The ends of the compass needle point approximately towards the north and the south direction. It will just go from the north to south direction, and the end pointing towards the north is called a north seeking, or we can say north pole, and the other end that point towards the south is called a south seeking, or we can say it as a south pole. So through the various activities, we have observed that the poles repel. Okay, while the unlike poles of the magnet each other, like when they have a north pole, it means they will repel, but when they are unlike poles, means they are not similar, they will attract the magnet to each other. So this is the magnetic field and the magnetic lines. We have one activity based on it. We firstly just fix the sheet, okay, white paper on the drawing board. Now using some adhesive material, fix like this. Okay, this bar magnet, place the bar magnet in the center of it and sprinkle some iron fillings uniformly, okay, around the bar magnet. Now a salt sprinkle may be used for this purpose. Now tap the broad gently. Okay, what you observe, you simply, you have to sprinkle the magnetic material, and you just to observe like what will happen. So the iron fillings, whatever the iron fillings were there, arrange themselves in the pattern and shown in the figure. Like this only they will arrange themselves. Okay. Why do these iron fillings are such in pattern, and why does the pattern is demonstrated? So the magnetic exert its influence in the region surrounding to it. Therefore, the iron fillings experience a force. Okay. So they will experience the force, and the force thus exerted makes iron filling to arrange in a pattern. Whatever the force has been exerted over here, this makes the iron fillings to arrange in this pattern, and the region surrounding a magnet in which the force of the magnet can be detected is said to have a magnetic field. So the lines along with the iron fillings align themselves represent the magnetic field lines. So the line which is like used to or along which the iron fillings align themselves, these particular lines are known as magnetic lines. And are the other ways of obtaining the magnetic field around a bar magnet? You can also yourself draw the magnetic fields as a bar magnet. Accordingly, you can draw how it, like the magnetic lines are there, accordingly you can draw it. Okay. Another activity is also there. Now, what you have to do is you just take the small compass in the bar magnet, okay, and place the magnet on the sheet and of a white paper fixed on the drawing board and using some adhesive material. Now, what you have to do is mark the boundary of the magnet, okay, just like this. When you placed it, mark the boundary of the magnet and place the compass. Place the compass over here, okay, and to the north pole of the magnet. And how does it behave? Wherever it is getting reflected, you have to notice it, okay, and just once you get the reading here, again put the compass over in the next position. So the north pole of the compass is directed about away to the north pole of the magnet. So this is the activity. And first, like this, see. Okay, now mark the position of the two end of the needle, and now move the needle with respect to the new position as I told. Okay, now such south pole, new position such that the south pole occupies the position previously occupied by the north pole. One north south, like this. In this way, we proceed step by step till you reach the point, the magnet as a shown figure. You will get like this. Okay, the magnetic lines will be like this. What you have to do is you'll have to joint the curve on the magnet paper by the smooth curve, and the curve represents like this, and repeat the above procedure as lines you can, and you will get a pattern showing like this, and these lines represent the magnetic field. These particular lines are called as magnetic field and along around the magnet, and these are known as magnetic field lines. So what you have to do is you have to observe the deflection in the compass needle as you move along with the field line. The deflection increases, and as the needle move towards the pole. So this is the structure you will get of field lines around the bar magnet. Now, magnetic field is the quantity that has both like direction it is having, and it is having magnitude as well. Okay, so the direction of the magnetic field is taken to be with the direction in which the north pole of the compass needle moves inside it. Therefore, it is taken by the conventional that the field lines emerges from the north pole to merge at the south pole. Okay, note that the arrows marked on the field lines like this, and inside the magnet the direction of the field lines is from the south pole to the north pole, like this. Okay, direction if you can see from here to here, here to here, like this. So the relative strength of the magnetic field is shown by the degree of the closeness of the field lines. So the field is stronger that the force acting of the pole, another magnet placed in the greater where the field lines are crowded. No two field lines are found to cross each other. If they did, now it would be mean that the point of intersection, the compass needle would be point toward the two direction, which is not possible. So this is all about the magnet lines with the help of like magnet bar and all. Now let's move ahead with the magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor. Okay, so firstly in activity, the first activity only we have seen that electric current through a metallic conductor produces the magnetic field around it, right? Like how we are just passing the current, and this compass is getting reflected, so there was a magnetic field. So in order to find the direction of the field, now what we have to do is we'll have to find the direction, in which direction actually it is working. Field produced, let us repeat the activity. So we'll repeat the activity, and we'll get to know that how we are going to get the direction of the field once it get produced. So see, Firstly, you'll have to take a long straight copper wire, okay, as we already know in the 12.1 or the three cells. Now three cells are there, like 15 1.5 volt, and each of the plug connect all of them in the series. Okay, that will be connected series. Now, like this. Place the straight wire parallel to the over compass needle and now plug the key in the circuit. What you have to do is you'll have to observe the direction of deflection of the north pole of needle, and if the current flows through the north to south, okay, like this from north to south, like the north pole of the compass needle would be moved towards the east. Okay. Now replace the cell connection of the circuit like this. Here I'm going to replace it. Now this will result the change of direction current through the copper wire. This is from the south to north. Here the direction got changed and it will be from south to north. Now what you have to observe is you will just observe the change of the direction of deflection of needle, and you will see that the needle moves in the opposite direction. Okay, the observation from this point is like the needle will move in opposite direction, and that is towards the west side. Okay, this is for the west side. Now it means that the direction of the magnetic field produced where the electric current is also reversed. It get reversed. Okay, so in this diagram, a simple electric circuit with a straight copper wire placed in the parallel and compare the compass needle, the deflection needle becomes opposite when the direction of the current is reversed. Now next is magnetic field due to the current through the straight conductor. Okay, when what determines the pattern of the magnetic field generated by the current through a conductor? Does the pattern depend on the shape of the conductor? We shall investigate, like as it is mentioned, it's straight conductor, so whether it affects, whether it matters or not, so that we'll have to determine. We shall first consider the pattern of the magnetic field along around the straight conductor carrying current. Okay, for the straight conductor we are going to do it. So firstly we'll do this with the help of one activity. So in the activity, you will have to take a battery of a 12 volt and a variable resistance, or a rheostat we can say, and a meter is there from 0 to 5 meter reading a meter, a plug key, connecting wires, and the long straight line thick copper wire. Insert the thick wire through the center and the normal to the plane of the rectangular cardboard. Take care of the cardboard is fixed, does not slip or down like this. Okay, and you'll have to connect the wire vertically between the point X to Y like this. Okay, and in the series with the battery and the plug as well, the rheostat is there. Now sprinkle some irons uniformly on the cardboard. Here you will have to sprinkle some iron fillings, and you can also use the salt sprinkler for this purpose. Now keep the variable of the rheostat at a fixed position. Okay, you will have to keep the rheostat at the fixed position. Now note the current through the meter. At that time, you'll have to also note the current through the ammeter. Now close the key. When you closed the key, the current flows through the wire. Current will start flowing. Okay. And ensure that the copper wire is placed between X and Y. Just remains vertically straight. It should be straight only. Now gently tap the cardboard at a few times. Okay. Here you will have to tap in this particular cardboard. Observe the pattern of the iron fillings. Okay, you would find that the iron fillings and themselves showing the pattern. They will just get change. Okay, their position will change, the direction will change, and respectively they will align themselves, showing the pattern. That will be the concentric circle around the copper wire. Now, what do these concentric circle means? Like this. Okay, they represent the magnetic field lines actually. And how can the direction of the magnetic field be the found? So what you have to do is you just place the compass of the point P like this here. Okay, and circle, observe the direction of the needle. You will observe direction of the needle and the direction of the north pole, and of the compass needle would give the direction of the field lines produced through the electric current through the straight line is like point P. So show in the direction of an arrow. So does the direction of the magnetic field gets reversed, or the direction of the circle through the straight copper wire is reserved? So you'll have to check it this with the help of experiment. Okay. So here in the point A and B diagram, A is the pattern of the concentric circle indicating the field lines magnetic around the straight conducting wire. The arrows of the circle shows the direction of the field line. This arrow in this like direction it's going on. Second is the B diagram. It's a close up of the pattern of 10. Now, what happens when the deflection of the compass needle is placed at the given point. If the current in the copper wire is changed, like we are going to change the current. Now to see this, vary the current in the wire, we'll find the deflection in the needle also. If we change the current, then yes, there is a deflection in needle also. In fact, if the current is increased, the reflection also increases. Oh yes, current is totally, it depends on the current. Once current is increasing, the reflection is also increasing. It indicates that the magnitude of the magnetic field produced at a given point increases as the current through the wire increases. Now, what happens to the deflection of the needle? If the compass is moved away from the copper wire, but the current through the wire remains the same. What happened? Here we have changed, so it got just increased. Okay. Now, here the second condition is then the deflection of the needle compass is moved away from the copper wire and current through the wire remains same. So, to see this, now place the compass in the farthest point, okay, and conducting the point we have to change, which will be the Q. What change do you observe? So, we see the deflection in the needle decreases, or when you have set it in the farthest point. So, thus the magnetic field produced and give the current conducted decreases, and as the distance from it increases. So, it can be noticed that the concentric circle representing the magnetic line around the current carrying a state will be larger and larger and move away from it. So, this is the thing, like how the electric current affects on the magnetic field when you set in the farthest thing, when you increasing the current, and also how it behaves. This is what it has been explained over here. Now let's move towards the very important topic, which is the right hand thumb rule. Okay, this is like a convenient way to finding the direction of the magnetic field associated with the current carrying conductor. So we can easily find out the direction of the field. See how. Imagine the holding a current carrying coil in your right hand, okay, and such that the thumb point towards the direction of the current, like this. Thumb point is representing the direction of current. Then your fingers will wrap the conductor in the direction like this, okay, in the field of the magnetic as shown, and this is only the this is only the right thumb rule. So this particular circular thing is the magnetic field, and your thumb will represent the current. So we have an example. See, a current through the horizontal power line flows from the direction east to west direction. Okay, what is the direction of the magnetic field at the point directly below to the point directly above it? So the current is in the east-west direction. Applying through the right hand rule, we will get that the magnetic field at any point below above the wire thus turns the clockwise in the perpendicular direction. So when the viewed from east end, and anti-clockwise when the viewed from the west end. So this is how from the right hand rule we can determine the direction of the magnetic field. Now another point is the magnetic field due to the current through a circular loop. Straight line we have started. Now we will study about the circular loop. Okay. So firstly, we have so far observed that the pattern of magnetic field lines produced around the current carrying straight line wire. Suppose the straight wire is bent, okay, in the form of a circular loop and are passed through it. Current is passed through it, and how would the magnetic field lines look like? We know that the magnetic field produced by the current carrying a straight line depends and inversely to the distance from it. Okay, so similarly, at every point of the current carrying circular loop, this concentric circle representing the magnetic field around it would become larger and larger, and as we move away from the wire, once we moved away, it will just size will increase. Okay, so by the time we reach the center of the circular loop, the arc of the big circle would be appear in the straight line, and every point on the wire carrying the current would give the rise the magnetic field appearing and the straight lines at the center of the loop. So by applying this right hand rule, it's easy to check that the every section of the wire would contribute the magnetic field in the same direction within the loop. So this is for the circular loop. This rule is also called as a Maxwell corkscrew rule. If we consider ourselves driving in the corkscrew in the direction of current, then the direction of the rotation of the corkscrew is the direction of the magnetic field. We know that the magnetic field produced by the current wire given a point depends directly on the current passing through it. Okay, so therefore, if there is a circular coil and having n number of turns, and the field produced as an n large time as a large produced by the single turn. So this is because the current in each circular turn has the same direction and the field due to the each turn, then just it got add up. That's why there will be the n number of turns as well. So this is about the circular loop and the direction and all. We have one activity on which like magnetic field produced by the current carrying the circular coil. How? So what you have to do first is you will have to take a rectangular cardboard like this, two holes, and insert the circular coil having a large number of turns, okay, and through which them normal plane and a cardboard connect to the end of coil, and a battery is there. If you can see from the diagram, key is also there and the rheostat is also there. So sprinkle the iron fillings uniformly on the cardboard again here, okay, and plug the key. When you plug the key, current will flow. So you'll have to tap the cardboard gently and a few times. Note that the pattern of the iron fillings to be emerge in the cardboard. Again, you will get the respected direction, okay. Now, magnetic field due to the current in solenoid. We have like studied about the straight, we have studied about the circular thing, but now we will study about the solenoid thing. Okay, the structure will be solenoid. Now, how the magnetic field due like will be there when the current is in the solenoid. So a coil of a many circular turns of the insulated like this, okay, of a wire wrapped and a closely in the shape of a cylinder is called a solenoid. So this is what solenoid called. The pattern of the magnetic field, the pattern of magnetic field lines current solenoid is shown like this. Also, you'll have to compare the pattern of the field with the magnetic field bar and do they look similar? And yes, if they look similar, in fact, one of the solenoid behaves like the magnetic north pole and other will behave like a south pole. They will like a bar magnet only. So the field lines inside the solenoid are in the form of a parallel straight line like this. Okay. Now that is the field uniform inside the solenoid. A strong magnetic field will produce inside the solenoid can be used a magnetized piece of magnetic material like a soft iron when it placed inside the coil. So the magnet so formed is known as electromagnet. Okay, this is what electromagnetic called. So these are the diagram. First one is the field line of the magnetic field through which the current through and around the current carrying solenoid. And second is the current carrying solenoid coil is used to magnetize the steel rod and inside the electromagnet. Okay. Now force on the current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. Like how the force will affect on a current carrying conductor in any magnetic field. We have learned that electric current flow through the conductor produces the magnetic field. This is what we have learned from our concept. Now the field so produced exert a force on the magnet, okay, that is placed on the vicinity of conductor. French scientist Marie Ampere suggested that magnet must exert an equal and opposite force. It is saying that the magnet should exert an equal and opposite force on the current carrying conductor. So the force due to the magnetic field acting on the current carrying conductor will be demonstrated with the following activity. How it will work. So we have one activity based on that. Firstly, what you have to do is you'll have to take a small you'll have to take a small aluminium rod AB like this, okay, and which is about 5 centimeter. Using the two conducting wires, suspend it horizontally from the stand like this, okay. Now place this horseshoe magnet in the such way that the rod plies two poles and the magnetic field directed upwards. So for this, put the north pole of the magnet vertically below. Like this, you'll have to settle it, and south pole vertically above to the aluminium rod. Now connect the aluminium rod in the series of the battery key and the rheostat like this. You just connect it, make a circuit diagram. Now pass the current through the aluminium rod from point B to A. From here it will flow the current, okay. Now what you will have observe and also it is observed that the rod is displaced, okay. Rod will get displaced toward the left and you will notice that the rod get displaced. You will have to reverse the direction of the current through the rod and observe the direction displacement. It is now towards the right. Now a current carrying rod AB is experience a force perpendicular to its length and a magnetic field support for the magnet not shown here like simplicity, okay. So the displacement of the rod here, as we have studied, the rod is going to get displaced. So the displacement of the rod is the above activity suggests that the force is exerted on the current carrying aluminum rod when it is placed in the magnetic field. So once it is placed in the magnetic field, Here, it suggests that force is exerted on the current carrying aluminum rod. Also, it suggests that the direction of the force is also reversed. Okay, the direction will get reversed when direction of the current through the conductor is reversed. What depends on the direction, I simply saying. Once the current direction is reversed, so yes, you will get the force in the reverse position only. Okay, and also now change the direction of the field in the vertically downwards by the interchanging two poles of the magnet. It is again observed that the direction of the force current carrying got reversed when it is changing or like vertically upward downward direction. When we change it, what you will observe is like that the direction of the force acting toward the current carrying get reversed. It will also get reversed, and it shows that the direction of the force conductor depends upon the direction of the current and the direction of the magnetic field. In these two things, the source of direction of force conductor depends. Experiment have shown the displacement rod at the largest magnitude and also the direction of the current at right angle to the magnetic field. In such condition, we can use the simple direction of the conductor. Now, we have one activity. Okay, in activity we have started, we consider that the direction of current and a magnetic field perpendicular to each other and that force perpendicular to both of them. So the three direction can be illustrated, and this is like called a Fleming's left hand rule. So according to this rule, the stretch of the thumb, okay, and the forefinger, middle finger, you left and such that the like mutually perpendicular in this first finger in the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, and the second finger is the direction of the thumb will point the direction of motion or the force like acting to the conductor. So this will be the current, magnetic field, and then motion. Okay, so device that uses the current carrying conductors and the magnetic field includes electric motor, electric generator, loudspeaker, microphones, and measuring instruments. So these are the devices which like use the current carrying conductors and a magnetic field. Even yes, electric in like electric motor, generator, loudspeaker, microphone, etc. Now we have one example. That electron enters to be the field and angles to it, as it's shown here in this diagram. Okay, and this is the electron and the magnetic field. So the direction of the force on the electron will be to the right, to the left, to the. So firstly, it will see the direction of the force in the perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Okay, so it is going like this. So it will like as it says perpendicular. So it will be like this. Okay, so current as given by the Fleming's left hand rule. Recall the direction of the current is taken in the positive to the direction of the motion of electron, and the force is therefore directed to the page. So it will be into the page. So we can say here that option number D is the correct one. Okay. Now, magnetism in medicine. What is it? This is something new. So, an electric current always produces a magnetic field. Even weak ion currents that travel along the nerve cells in our body produces the magnetic field. When we touch something, our nerves carry an electric impulse to the muscles. We need to use this impulse produces a temporary magnetic field. So, the fields are very weak and about a 1 million of the Earth magnetic field. So, two main organs of the human body with the magnetic field produce significant are the heart and the brain. And the magnetic field inside for like body forms basic of obtaining images different part, and this is the technique called magnetic resonance imaging, which is MRI. Okay, magnetic resonance imaging, and analyze these images helps to the medical diagnosis. Magnetism has thus got important uses in medicine as well. Now, domestic electric circuit. So in our homes, we receive a supply of electric power through the main supply. We call it as a mains as well. So either supported through overhead electric poles or underground cables, or one of the wires in the up supply, usually the red insulation cover, is called a live wire or a positive. Another wire is black insulation, which is we can say is a neutral wire or negative. In our country, the potential differences between two is 220 volt only. And at the meter board in the house, these wire passes in the electricity and meter through the main fuse. And through the main switch, they are connected to the lines in the wire houses. And these wires supply electricity to the separate circuit within the house. And often two separate circuits are used in the 15 ampere current, and rating appliances with the higher power of rating such as geyser, air cooler, etc. And the other circuit of 5 ampere current rating like bulbs, fans, etc. And the earth wire, which has an insulation of the green color, is usually connected to the metal plate in the earth near to the house, and this is a safety measure, especially for those appliances that may have a metallic body, and for example electric press, toaster, table, fan, refrigerator. So on the basis of that, like these are some domestic electric circuit and its uses. Okay, see how this works. This is the earth wire, green color. Red color wire is the live wire. Electricity volt fuse, electricity meter, then distributing according to the current thing, and how it is systematic diagram for the common domestic circuit. Okay. So one more thing is that also this 12.15 gives a systematic diagram of one common domestic circuit. In each separate circuit, different appliances can be connected across the live neutral wire. Each appliances has the separate their one on and off from the like home purpose, and the flow of the current through in this order to the appliances has equal potential difference. They are connected parallel to each other. So electricity fuse is an important component of all domestic circuit. We have already studied the principle of a working fuse in previous chapter. Also in the fuse circuit diagram, it circuit overloading. Overloading can be from the live wire and the neutral wire. This occurs when the insulation of the wire is damaged, and the fault in the appliances. Then in other situations, such situation, the current is the circuit abruptly increases. This is a short circuiting. We know this is something very common, and this condition only this short circuit happens, and the use of the electric fuse prevent the electric circuit appliances from the possible damage by stopping the flow and unduly high current flowing high electric current. The joule of the heating takes place in the fuse metals, and the electric circuit overloading can also occur due to an accidental high can supply the voltage, sometime all connect caused by connecting too many appliances. Okay, so this is all about this chapter about the electric field and the magnetic field. Now what you have learned is we have learned the compass needle and the small magnet at ends with a point north called north pole, south pole, and all. Magnetic field exists in the region surrounding the magnet, and which the force magnet can be detected. The metallic field carrying an electric current has fit with the magnetic field lines. How it works: when I place the warm magnet, the compass, and the needle. Electromagnetic consists of a core of a soft iron and wrapped around the coil and insulated wire. Also, the pattern of the magnetic field around the conductor due to the electric current flowing through the depends on the shape of conductor and the magnetic field of solenoid carrying the current. Similar wire magnet current carrying conductor when the placed in magnetic field and experience the force of the direction of the field and the current mutually perpendicular to the each other. Also fuses like most important safety device using protecting the circuit due to the short circuiting and the overloading of circuit. So this is all about this chapter. And but still, if you have any doubts or you want a teacher to like guide you personally, you can join one-to-one like tutoring at Guasna Academy, and we will help you there to learn every concept with the ease. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next chapter.